Yo, what's up guys? Demo here. Welcome to Season 2, Week 5 of the MTBA. I am your coach of the Psychic type team, the Tennessee Tyrants. And this week we're up against the South Dakota Sunflowers, Libs, in the Ice type team. She has a really strong team. It's very offensive. It just does a lot of work. Our squad hasn't changed from last week either, but her team consists of Frostlass, Ninetales, Alolan form, Mega Glalie, Kyurem Black, which is just a phenomenal Pokemon, Mamoswine, Vanillux, Cloyster, Sandslash, Alolan form, Arctovish, Beartic, Ice-Q, and Glastrier. A couple of the big Pokemon that I'm kind of worried about are Glastrier, Ice-Q if she can get off a free belly drum, but I'm probably not going to let that happen. Beartic can also put in a lot of work, especially if she gets it in under Hail and is able to get off a Swords Dance. Arctovish is really strong because that Slush Rush, Vicious Rend is just too good. Alolan Sandslash is pretty good as well. Cloyster, I mean, pretty much just everything she's got works pretty good, but we're gonna go ahead and break down the team here. First up, we have Mew with the Colbur Berry. This is obviously a pretty well-known Mew set, but it definitely works really well here. She doesn't have a Dark type. She doesn't have Weavile or Sneasel, which is really nice. I mean, even if she did have those Pokemon, this set would still work just because of Body Press, but with Cosmic Power, Stored Power, Body Press, and Roost, this set, if I can get it set up, provided that, you know, I don't throw and just bring it out all willy-nilly, it should be able to 6-0, honestly. Obviously, I don't think I will 6-0 just because the heat of the battle and the matchup just really doesn't scream 6-0. Also, Libs is a pretty good battler as well, so I don't really expect her to give me a win that easily. Provided that I do get a win, she could very easily take the match. But next up, we have Metagross with the Metal Coat. I went Metal Coat just because I wanted to run a mixed, bulky Metagross. I didn't really need too much in attack and special attack. As you can see from the spread, I didn't put anything into attack whatsoever. But with the Naive Nature, we got Stealth Rock. Just for obvious reasons, Stealth Rock really just goes in on her team since her only removal is Mega Glalie and Alolan Sandslash. Yeah, but those two Pokemon don't really like the matchup with Metagross. But as you can see, we're running Meteor Mash, Flash Cannon, and Bullet Punch. We're not running Power Up Punch or Hammer Arm, which would allow us to deal with the Alolan Sandslash. Just because I wanted to run a mixed offense with this, just so I didn't lose to Ice-Q, which would kind of suck. Because if I spam Meteor Mash and Bullet Punch, Ice-Q obviously will be able to at least deal with one of those hits, and maybe run like a Focus Sash or something, just so she can take a Meteor Mash and a Bullet Punch and be able to get off some pretty good damage on her team. The Flash Cannon does a lot of work. If I click Flash Cannon on pretty much everything, it deals with Cloyster really well, which is really nice. Dealing with Cloyster is like the biggest thing, just because my team doesn't deal with it too well. Because Flash Cannon should be able to get it down to like 10%, and then I'll be able to take it out with a Bullet Punch on the Shell Smash turn. Up next, we have Mega Galade. It's sort of like a bulky Mega Galade. It does a lot of work. 208 HP and 8 defense, takes a Earthquake from Choice Banded Adamant Mamoswine, so that is really nice. So if I have to, I can take it and be able to just Drain Punch, because Drain Punch obviously is a 2 KO and Mamoswine. Max speed, because I can't really afford to do anything else, just because her speed tiers are really high, or at least comparable to ours, because she has Frostlass at 110 and Alolan Ninetales at 109. But next up, we have our Orbeetle with the Light Clay. Standard monotype Orbeetle set with Light Screen Reflect, Sticky Web, and U-Turn. 248 HP, 176 speed, just the rest in the defenses. This is pretty much just to be able to get off the Mew a little easier, provided that we kind of have an opening for the Mew. I didn't really have a 6 Pokemon that I wanted to put on here, so this was just kind of, I just wanted to put something in there that would make give Mew a little bit easier of a time. Next up, we have our Choice Specs Meloetta. Max special attack, 196 speed, nothing too fancy here. With U-Turn, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Focus Blast. Psychic pretty much 1-2 shots everything that doesn't resist it, which, I mean, the only thing that resists it is Alolan Sandslash. But Thunderbolt will be able to take down Cloyster pretty effectively. I could get locked into Focus Blast as well, because if I'm in a position where the Focus Blast, or like missing a Focus Blast doesn't really make too much of a difference, I'm probably still going to click Focus Blast. just because it's going to hit everything really, really hard, even, or especially if I get Frostlass off the field. Obviously, I'm not going to click it if she still has Frostlass chilling in the back, because a Focus Blast coming out would be super obvious. But next up, we have our Tapu Lele with the Choice Scarf. Again, just 252 special attack, 252 speed. At this point, I ran out of time trying to build for this, and I didn't have time to make any calculated spreads, so it's just there. With Moonblast, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Shadow Ball. Pretty standard, just hitting all my bases here. But yeah, I look forward to a really, really good game with Libs. She beat me last season whenever I was at the type disadvantage, or she was at the type disadvantage, so now we're at a neutral matchup, so we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. Okay, so here we are on the battle, guys. First things first, we don't see the Mamoswine, which is pretty good. Metagross kind of pressures a lot. I mean, the only thing I'm kind of worried about with the Metagross is going to be possibly a physical Frostlass, but she does have Kyurem Black and Beartic and Sandslash and Cloyster, which are all generally physical hitters. So she brought both of her hazard removal, the only ones being Cloyster and Alolan Sandslash. So Metagross does look like a really good lead, but I could also lead Orbeetle as well. I don't really think Beartic gets anything to... I'm actually gonna pull up another tab. I don't think Beartic... I actually didn't prep for Beartic as well as I should have. But it does get Sand Rush, or Slush Rush, that's what I meant. But it does have Play Rough and Shadow Claw, which is pretty good, and Throat Chop. It does get a lot of stuff that's really, really nice for her. Unfortunately for me. But I think I might just lead Metagross, try to get up some rocks. If she leads Cloyster, that could be pretty bad. But we can just click Flash Cannon here on Cloyster, because Cloyster should not be able to kill us here. Liquidation's only going to be doing 24 to 29. And we can Flash Cannon, and it's going to do a ton. It's going to do 78 to 92. So I can just freely just go ahead and fire off a Flash Cannon. And there's not really going to be much that she can do about it. And that brings Frostlass down, which is actually really, really great. Because right here, I can just Bullet Punch freely. My Bullet Punch is disabled, so that is a bit inconvenient. But if she does come back in with this... See, and this is why I should have brought Power Up Punch. But let's see, Sandslash Alola. This thing can SD and cause quite a bit of problems. Not 100% sure what I want to do here, so Flash Cannon still does a lot. It does 49 to 58, and if she gets up to +2, she can do 79 to 93 with Earthquake, which is kind of a lot, which does suck, and it could knock here. I kind of want to see like what she's gonna go for. Triple Axle at +2 does knock out Sandslash, so that does kind of suck. Gallade isn't really the biggest threat here, so I probably can just go Gallade. And she does go Earthquake. And now that Frostlass is gone, we can just click Drain Punch and be fine. So I am going to go ahead and do that. And that is great. Great, great, great. This thing's probably Scarf as well, so... so let's see what a Kyurem Black is going to be doing to us. Let's say Uber Setup Sweeper, we're at 93. I could click Shadow Claw. It's going to do 77 and 91, so I don't really lose anything just by clicking another Drain Punch. So yep, that's gone as well. Not too bad of a start. We've got 2 Mons down, which is pretty good. Mew does look really good now, but I mean, I think Metagross still looks probably the best. Of course, Alolan Ninetales I don't really want to stay in on. But this does give her a free chance to get up Aurora Veil, which does kind of suck. So I can't really let this thing go down. I kind of just gotta like hard go into Mew and just click Cosmic Power. Dang, that really stinks. That did a lot more than I wanted it to. I guess I wasn't really thinking about it. Let's see, Moonblast to Mew. I think. Oh yeah, she's specs. Easy specs. With that in mind, Metagross does look really good as a switch here. Yeah, that's about the only thing that looks good as a switch here. Outside of maybe Metagross, but I don't think the rest of her Pokemon want to take a Bullet Punch, so. Gosh, that crit. That is stupid, stupid. Okay, Bullet Punch should kill. So. I can click Bullet Punch. And unfortunately, I do need to preserve this. I can't let this thing do its stuff. So, yeah, I definitely need to preserve this Mon. The least useful member right now is going to be Meloetta. So let's take a look at what Sandslash is doing again. So it's got knockoff and Earthquake more than likely. So Meloetta doesn't like knockoff. Not really anything I have likes knockoff super much. This is kind of a conundrum. I do need to keep this thing alive though. Man, in the hail. In the hail, this thing is gonna hurt really, really bad with a triple axle. I don't think it was. Actually, it might be choice banded. I didn't really check on that. Yeah, it is choice banded. Okay. So we could choice lock it into. We could just try and see what it choice locks itself into. Knockoff is probably the safer play for her. But if she goes knockoff, we can go Gallade here. And if she goes Earthquake, we probably just double into Orbeetle. That seems to be the play. So I think we do just go Gallade. And she goes for the EQ. Okay, very nice. So here, I think we can just fire off a Drain Punch and get all of our health back. And that'll be goo. That'll be very nice. Yeah. And she probably goes Moonblast here. Again, she could also go Hex. I don't know if a Specs Ninetales kills me. Monotype, let's say, +1. To a Gallade. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna kill. Not really any question. I kind of wish I didn't play that really stupidly with Metagross. To be fair, she did crit and take a pretty good chunk out. But honestly, because now if she wants her hail to be up, she has to swap it out and then swap it back in order to give her team, I guess, like a fighting chance. So I could just go Tapu Lele and Tapu Lele could start clicking buttons. Let's see. She swaps out to Alolan Sandslash. Well, I want her to click Moonblast. I actually don't know what I want her to click. Because she could also have Hex. And Hex would be doing 48 to 57 to a Tapu Lele. Knowing that she is probably going to click Moonblast, I think I go out into... I think I go out into Meloetta, honestly. I can't really bring Orbeetle in on that Moonblast. That really sucks. Yeah, let's just go Meloetta. Yeah, that definitely hurt, so. And we can probably just get a slow pivot off here, honestly. Or we could also just click the nice and neutral Thunderbolt, because it hits everything neutrally under... Actually, it doesn't hit the... Focus Blast is probably the better play, so... Yeah. Very nice. Now, we could click it again, but we also run the risk of missing. And she could KO us here. So I think I am just going to click Focus Blast again, because it is going to do a lot to whatever on our team. And we didn't miss it, so that's really, really nice. Cloyster comes in as well. Nice. And we didn't miss it the third time. So we got pretty lucky with those Focus Blast. So honestly, we can probably just click Focus Blast again. And we do miss the fourth one. So I think what we do is we just let it go down here. That's probably the safest thing to do. Yeah. I think we just let it go down here. She's locked into Dark Pulse. So we know she has Dark Pulse. So what she has to do, I could go Gallade because she is locked into that Dark Pulse. And clicking literally anything with him wins. So, yeah. This is game because that's really not going to do too much, and I'm going to Drain Punch off of the Sand Slash that comes in. She's kind of in a pickle right here. So, yep. And then she probably just has to spam Moonblast, and then I can go into Tapu Lele because maybe I can preserve a little diff, so we just swap that in, bring in Tapu Lele, and just click Psychic. And that should be game. So GG. That was a really good game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use the Muse set, so we can probably bring it to a later game. It didn't really do anything just because I mean, the game went a lot differently than I thought it was going to, so that was a pretty good game. Shout out to Libs. She's doing pretty good, especially, I mean, Ice is a really, really difficult type to deal with, so I definitely feel for her for that. She doesn't have her Pheromosa like she does last season, and that, man, that thing was really strong. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to link Libs' stuff in the description, so yep. See ya. See you in the next video. Bye.